Obviously, the first order of business is to have a count to ensure that the quorum is established for the village. So that is the first part of the process. So we're going to establish a quorum.
Ready? Carolyn Miller, 1. Jose Fernandez, 1. Carolyn Miller, 1. Eduardo Madrigal, 1. Jose Fernandez, 1. Betsaida Garcia, 1. Carolyn Miller, 2. Betsaida Garcia, 7. Betsaida Garcia, 1. Betsaida Garcia, 1. Betsaida Garcia, 2. Betsaida Garcia, 4. Betsaida Garcia, 6. Betsaida Garcia, 5. Betsaida Garcia, 1. Betsaida Garcia, 1. Betsaida Garcia, 1. Betsaida Garcia, 2. Eduardo Madrigal, 1. Carolyn Miller, 1. Jose Fernandez, 1. Eduardo Madrigal, 1. Betsaida Garcia, 1. Betsaida Garcia, 1. Betsaida Garcia, 925.
925. Who's that?
Carolyn Miller, 1.
So if we can total to make sure that there is a quorum. Total number of votes.
If Avatar or works from home, put no votes in. Well, no. Avatar or works from home, put no votes in. That's why they don't have enough people voting.
What is our count for? 10%. Total village eligible votes is 5,803, and we have 972 votes. So that, that definitely needs a quorum.
What village is that?
Village 1.
I thought village didn't have any openings.
Yes, they do. They have an opening.
Who determined that? Because I was told by the village board that they didn't have any openings.
Mr. Slayton?
From the paper too, I'm sure. The village board executed a written resolution several years ago, which established the elections for the following 3 years, including 2019. Jerry Ayala, his position is open this year.
Jerry Ayala's been out of here for 3 years.
I know, and so according to the written resolution, his
So why didn't it
space,
come up 2 years ago?
his space is up for elections.
Why didn't, no, you don't, you mean you just left it blank for 2 years?
So,
3
Mr.
years?
DeStremps, the written resolution directed that for Village One, his position was open for election this year, and so it's up for election.
And,
You're arguing against a written resolution for Village One.
yeah, where's that written resolution? I'd like to see it.
It's in the official records of the association.
Yeah.
All right, so for the one seat in Village One, the individual selected or elected to?
Will be Betsaida Garcia.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Can I ask, you said they had 5,803, and then you said there were 972 votes?
Yes, and you require 10% per quorum. Village Three. $3,972, which means that you would have to have about 393. 397. 397.
I didn't hear what you said. Give off the last number.
397.
Say that again?
397 would be required for a quorum.
But you said the original was 3,000.
3,972.
Okay. Village Three. Linda Cantriva, 2. Joel Howell, 2. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Rebecca Ojeda Ortiz, 1. Carmen Portillo, 1. Rebecca Ojeda Ortiz, 1. Carmen Portillo, 1.
Can you speak up?
Kimberly Lynch, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Joel Howell, 1. Yvonne Roman, 1. Yvonne Roman, 2. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Yvonne Roman, 4. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Rebecca Ojeda, 1. Linda Cantriva, 1. Joel Howell, 1. Linda Cantriva, 1. Mary Emerson, 1. Linda Cantriva, 1. Mary Emerson, 1. Joel Howell, 1. Mary Emerson, 1. Joel Howell, 1. Mary Emerson, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Mary Emerson, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Nickerson Manico, 1. Yvonne Roman, 2. Yvonne Roman, 1. Carmen Portillo, 1. Joel Howell, 2. Selma Perez, 1. Yvonne Roman, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Carmen Portillo, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Joel Howell, 1. Yvonne Roman, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Nickerson Manico, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Nickerson Manico, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Yvonne Roman, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 2. Joel Howell, 1. Yvonne Roman, 1. Selma Perez, 1. Yvonne Roman, 1. Linda Canchiva, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Nickerson Manico, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Linda Canchiva, 1. Kimberly Lynch, 1. Yvonne Roman, 1,000. Selma Perez, 1,000.
Which one was the last one?
Yvonne Roman, 1. Joel Howell, 1. Yvonne Roman, 1. Selma Perez, 1. Yvonne Roman, 2. Selma Perez, 2. Yvonne Roman, 9. Selma Perez, 9. Yvonne Roman, 7. Selma Perez, 7. Yvonne Roman, 4. Selma Perez, 4. Yvonne Roman, 9. Selma Perez, 9. Yvonne Roman, 10. Selma Perez, 10. Yvonne Roman, 9. Selma Perez. I'm sorry, my number. 4. Yvonne Roman, and 4. Selma Perez. Yvonne Roman, 10. Selma Perez, 10. Yvonne Roman, 3. Selma Perez, 3.
Got it, that please. Okay, 397.
397.
Thank you. Been a long day.
Fernando, how many ballots were there? How many actual paper ballots?
Well, it's going to be, well, we can count it.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Slayton, can I talk to you a little bit? While they were doing that. No, I just want to talk for a second.
Forty-eight.
40?
48.
What,
That's 48 pages?
¿Quién indica las personas que cuentan?
Ballots? Ballots. Okay, so we have 7. Hey, can y'all recount that paper? Can y'all recount that stack? The stack.
What
Can y'all
is, what
recount
you
that?
say, no, we live in the village.
I-
You can-
my
I
question-
No,
think
I'm
we
just,
have it
no, sorry,
right.
just
My
to
question
understand the
is, can y'all
question.
recount the paper that's there?
How many number?
No, we want they counting again. The papers.
Count it again?
Yeah, how many are in?
48.
Sonia, can you make it loud so they
48
could hear the
ballots.
number? Because obviously there's some doubt.
What you get mad?
1,
They pay for that, right?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, and 48.
Thank you.
48 ballots.
yeah.
All right, so Okay, so it appears we have 1078 total votes, which is obviously in excess of the 397. So there is a quorum. So can you please announce the winners of the two positions on the legislative board?
Their two winners are Selma Perez and Yvonne Roman.
Village 7. number of applicable votes is 8,050, 8050, so the quorum must be 805. 806, correct, one up. 806. See, I'll get my math straight.
Ready? Martin Negron, 1. Martin Negron, 1. Martin Negron, 2. Angel Rodriguez, 13. Angel Rodriguez, 8. Angel Rodriguez, 1. Angel Rodriguez, 19. Angel Rodriguez, 21. Angel Rodriguez, 11. Angel Rodriguez, 5. Angel Rodriguez, 18. Angel Rodriguez, 27. Martin Negron, 1. Martin Negron, 1. Angel Rodriguez, 722. Martin Negron, 1. 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 Angel Rodriguez, 6,900. Martin Negron, 1. David Parmentier, 1. Martin Negron, 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 1. Denise McLean, 1. Martin Negron, 1. David Parmentier, 1. Martin Negron, 1. Martin Negron, 1. Martin Negron, 1. David Parmentier, 1. David Parmentier, 1. Martin Negron, 1. Martin Negron, 1. David Parmentier, 1. Denise McLean, 1. Angel Rodriguez, 1. Martin Negron, 1.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
I have a question, sir. To have 6,000 votes in that village, does that person have to have 6,000 homes in that village? Or lots?
So it's
Do you think
either,
that's fair? The people live in this house? The people to have thousands?
So,
Legal counsel will explain.
all right. So votes are counted by lots
okay.
or homes that can be built on undeveloped lands.
Underwater, lakes, ponds.
So it's homes that can be developed. So there's a county statement about the number of homes per acre for certain tracts. And so the county says you can build.
Underwater, in lakes and ponds too?
It's whatever the track is, you can have 10 homes per.
So there's 6,000 lots available in Village 7.
Well, there's 6,000 homes that can be built. So homes can include not only single-family homes, they can also include duplexes, triplexes, they can also include condominiums or townhomes. So if you can build, in
The
this case,
people
over
pick you.
6,000 homes.
The people pick
including
you.
Apartments and condominiums, then
Okay.
that all counts.
So you can count it as you're going to build an
people
apartment
pick-
there even though there's no filing for that? You can just say, hey, I'm going to build an apartment complex here. There's going to be 600 units in this apartment complex. You automatically get 600 votes?
No, because the county has issued a letter which identifies the density for each part of the tract. So you can look at the tract, you can look at the county letter, and you can say, okay, for this tract, it's 5 homes per acre. This one, it's 10. This one, it's 20. And they'll
But that goes
allow,
back to my question though, but if it's 6,000 lots,
not lots, it's 6,000 homes.
okay, 6,000 homes, so you have space for 6,000 homes in Village 7.
Yeah, I think you're thinking, when you're thinking homes, you're thinking just single-family homes.
Yes.
It can include townhomes, it can include condominiums.
So,
And they vote.
my
They
question
don't
though,
even
that I
live
go
in the
back to
house.
that, how do they figure that, without you saying, I'm gonna build an apartment there, how can you get 600 votes for a place that isn't even built yet? Or say, I'm gonna put apartments there? How can you include that numbers? It doesn't make sense to me. I'm an idiot, and I'll agree to that. I'm just trying to put this into my mind.
Well, so there's a two-part answer to that. The first part is the association's governing documents, its articles of incorporation, say
You know what?
that you
We're done.
can
No, we're
vote
here.
however many
Come on,
homes
girls.
the county lets you build
People, this,
in a
when
particular
they start,
section.
come on.
And then on top of it, there was a challenge to that. There was a question, hey, is this really correct? And so in Polk County, there was a circuit court case where the court reviewed all the documents and the challenge, can you vote as many homes as
But with all due
built?
respect to me, that, and I'm new to this,
The court said
this
okay.
all sounds dirty. It all sounds dirty, and I know I'll pay for this later, the
When
HOA
you
will come
say
after
that,
me, but I'm
that's okay.
very
But if
disappointed.
you-
My first election coming in here, I'm
But
going,
if you move into a community and you're questioning what the voting is, all you have to do is look at the official records for the association.
but again,
So if you
I'm trying-
move into, this community's been around for what, 40-something years?
and I've
these-
only been here since 2002.
Right, so if you move into a community and you're not sure how the voting works, or you're curious about it, you look at the association's governing documents, the articles of incorporation are online for the state, and you can see how the voting is.
And again, like
So
I
to say
said,
it's
I don't know
dirty-
anything about it. To me, it just seems shysty. That many votes can come from a small area like that.
It's not a small area, and
Village
it's,
7 is pretty much
Actually,
already
question.
built out.
I live in Village 7, and what he's asking, I wanna know, because I just moved 2 years ago there. If there's no person living on the lot, okay, supposing y'all don't count for 2 people vote in one house, but you count for each lot for each vote?
you count votes for lots, or there's undeveloped tracts that are not lots.
But
So,
nobody lives on there, so how can they vote? They don't have a voice, they're not living.
because there are two things, as I said to the gentleman. The governing documents for the association allow a owner of an undeveloped tract to cast as many votes as homes are permitted by the county to be built on that tract.
So if they want to build a condo complex,
He's
I have one more second question. So if I have a developer that wanna come and build apartment complex down Village 7, y'all let that happen?
The county would let it happen. If the county would let it happen, and there's a letter from the county
So
that says it's allowed to
this
be
is the
happening.
question, so that's what, so let's say this big company comes and wanna build, they pay HOA 2 fees?
Yeah, if the buildings are built within our governing document footprint, then yeah.
Perfect example is Stepping Stone. Stepping Stone's a new community. It was tracts, and now it's a community. And they've sold a certain number of units and homes in that particular community, so that gets added to the assessment pool. So, but at the end of the day, they were still allowed to cast those votes according to the documents. And again, this is an argument that's already been argued in court, and it's been won out in court as being defensible.
So those 6,000 votes pay assessment for 6,000 votes, right?
oh, no, they don't.
No, they don't.
Avatar isn't